Hey there YouTube, it's Jared with Omnivore Blade Works. I have here my camp axe. This is Sans grips. It takes the same handles as the Anubis or 3B tomahawk, and it has the same basic profile except the spike is chopped off. The new sheath that I developed this week is Kydex, and it has the same MOLLE panel on it as the Anubis sheath. And I'm using eyelets on the top and Chicago screws on the spacer here, and then a stainless steel through bolt or barrel nut and some screws on this latch mechanism piece. So this latch mechanism grabs a hold of the underside of the hammerhead of the axe, like so, and there's enough room so that when you rotate it out, it actually pushes down on the top of the axe and pulls it and makes it rotate out of the sheath. So, and because this is an inclined plane here, you can actually and there's also an inclined plane on this part, this surface, so when this latch is in the closed position, you can just cam the axe in and it latches itself, which is super cool, I think, when it works. It's a little finicky, so you have to hold your mouth just right to get it to work. And then to take it out, it actually can be pulled out without having to grab the latch because of this inclined plane. It's just a little bit of camming action, simple machines at work. And then when you want to lock it, you just take a pin, which I seem to have misplaced, and you shove it through this hole right here, and then you've got a locked hatchet sheath, camp axe sheath. So this is the new and final, hopefully, rendition of the camp axe sheath, and I'll be making more of these in 1/4 inch 1095, which is what this is, and I'll be offering them in this configuration with a mohawk edge and axe edge, although in the next batch I'm going to probably bring this plunge cut just a little further forward, probably to the apex of this circle, so that it's got a little more meat in the head. So probably run it up like that. Whoop. And then also offering the underhook edge on the camp axe. And this hand stop area, I'm changing this too on the next batch, so that it doesn't have these extra ones. It's going to have a bigger final hand stop instead of the extra jimping here, because the reason I did this was in order to maybe wrap a paracord, but because of the curvature of this handle, wrapping paracord is just a pain in the ass, so I don't like to do it. And the only reason to have this up here was to both give you a warning when you're sliding up into the head area, and also to constrain the paracord, which just didn't work out. So the next batch of axes will have the same head profile with a slightly different hand stop area, and then it'll have this fantastic and fun latching sheath with the MOLLE panel. Right-handed people will carry it on the left hip just like the tomahawks, and left-handed people will carry it on their right hip, because you don't want to have your tomahawk on the place where your sidearm should be. Anyway, and it'll draw just the same as the tomahawk, except you won't even have to unlock it, because the latch mechanism is actually a little more robust. You just have to pull a little harder than you would with a standard tomahawk, because you're working against both the friction of the features in the Kydex that are constrained with the holes in the head, and the micarta spacer or latch mechanism here. Or you can just carry it with a pull pin, and then you have it locked, and then you'd be totally safe. Anyway, camp axe, I've got two. Well, I got one available, which is green, this guy. This will be available with the natural micarta grips, a little bit fatter than normal, like 5/16 thick grips. So if you got a big hand, it'd be good for you. And then the other one's already sold. So, and I'm taking orders for more. If you want one, the price on the Camp Axe, as you see, without the underhook edge is $350, and then with the underhook edge will be $400. All right, thanks for watching, guys and gals.